Good evening. This is Mr. William, West Virginia. It's July the 1st, and it's way late. It's like 11 o'clock. This is going to be a late edition. I just started reading a book by A.W. Tozer, which is one of my favorite Christian. He's my favorite Christian artist. And just in the preface, I read these words, and it kind of took me to a scripture, and I've been thinking about something. It says in the very beginning of it, with our loss of the sense of majesty has come the further loss of religious awe and consciousness of the divine presence. We were in a prayer room last week, and we were actually talking about the fact that we don't ever want to lose the awe effect of what God does for us, where we just kind of stand in awe. And I think at times we lose that because there's so many other things that we call awesome. I mean, anymore, if a guy does a trick on a motorcycle, it's just awesome. And people look out at the Grand Canyon, they go, isn't it awesome? And we look at a woman and we go, man, she's awesome. Or a woman looks at a guy and goes, he's awesome. And, it's kind of like the word love. After a while, we've used it so much that it's lost its true meaning. And to think that anything is more awesome than God is probably kind of blasphemous, because He is the one and only thing that should probably bring awe to our lives. David wrote in Psalms 4, "But know that the Lord has set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. Stand in awe and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still." And then it says Salah, which means to take a pause. "Offer the sacrifices of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. There be many that say, who will show us any good? Lord, lift thou up the light of thy countenance upon us. Thou hast put gladness in my heart, more than in the time that there is corn and the wine increased. I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety." I've been resting all day, so that's why this video is so late, and I'm just thinking about how the week has gone. I mean, I came out of church camp, got back, and just got a chance to rest a little bit, and then got right back into some just dynamic services this weekend, and I've just been in awe at how God just kind of uses us that are imperfect, us that still kind of do miss the mark at times, and yet He still moves close to us and shows us facets of who He is. Because I don't think we could stand for Him to pass by us in the totality of who He is. So He shows us bits and pieces of Himself and just little glimpses of Him, because I don't think we could really handle more than a glimpse of God. As much as we know as far as the Word, and maybe for some of us that have had little spiritual moments with Him, we still, I don't think our being could handle the goodness of God. I don't think we could really handle Him in His awesomeness. And I've had experiences where He's moved close, and it's literally almost put me on my face and ran me out of rooms because it was so powerful. And that was just a little bit of God. I want to encourage you all that, if life has made you feel like there's nothing fantastic going on, if maybe you're so distracted that you're missing out on the awesomeness of God, you need to find some place to be with some Christians that understand that. I mean, I would encourage you all to find a place, and there are plenty of places. And you can go to church and you can play the church game. You can do the religious thing. You can do religion. You can just go through the motions anywhere. Or you can really honestly seek God, ask Him to show you where to be, and go there. We had 3 young people that showed up at Rushing Wind Saturday night, and they said they were just driving around, just asked the Lord where they should go, and they ended up there. and they had a blast, and they also ministered to so many people while they were there because of the excitement, because of the reverence that they were showing toward God, and because of the they were just exuberant in their worship of God. They had that awe effect, and I just hope that some of you will find that, because I've been at a church camp where I've just been I've had 2 services back to back that were just awesome, and just some incredible word. And actually, the word that Brother Mark preached was the exact word that God had given me to preach there, and he did it in a little different flavor, but it was still basically the same message. And we have been talking, my daughter and I have been talking about the way that messages have been confirming one another, and people have been saying something or preaching something, and it's being preached in the exact same place somewhere, or the exact same moment someplace else. God is showing off his awesomeness, folks. I just don't want any of you to miss it. Life for me right now is honestly awesome. And it has to do with him. It has to do with what he has brought into my life. It has to do with what he shares with me from day to day. It has to do with him walking life out with me and causing me to just really understand his love for me. I love you. But I'm telling you, God has a love that will supersede anything that you got going on. And I pray you feel that tonight, okay? Hey. This is Mr. William, West Virginia. I'm going to bed. Love you, but God loves you more. All right? Hey, shalom.